Got some real niggas out here, though.
Gotta be
got 4 at the top and none at the bottom. It's real like that.
Get money type shit, nigga.
Fill my clip up, 30 to fill my clip up, 30 to fill my clip up, jump stupid and get hit up, 30 to fill my clip up, 30 to fill my clip up, 30 to fill my clip up, jump stupid and get hit up, 30 to
Come here. Show him that there. Show him that there. You understand?
All that. 520 on the top for these dang right here. Wine Mr. 520 TV podcast coming back at y'all with another fire ep, you understand? Check this out. It's another ep about your boy WHOP, Richard Porter. Y'all been asking me about stories about him. I'ma give it to y'all, you heard me? I'm about to start really just like focusing on my YouTube channel on some real nigga spill, you heard me? Like on everything, bro, cause I just can't neglect my shit. But anyway, Richard Porter, known as WHOP, Big Head WHOP out the Magnolia. About the year 2001, this year before that, he got indicted on a charge that he was indicted on and stuff like that, you know. They got him for being part of the tent wall posse. That's what they called it when they had snatched tent wall fat up and several other people up on different type of charges and shit, bro. Wire fraud and, you know, all that there. But make a long story short, WHOP went to the casino, man. The Harris Casino on Canal Street, right? And hit for 100 bands one time, bro. 100 bands, bro. Bitch done came up, you heard me? You know, ain't too many niggas in the street gonna go to a casino, bro, and just had that much of good luck. Boy, I pray every day, boy, I can fuck around and hit me a football ticket or a basketball ticket and just, boy, be like I done hit the lottery, boy. I start working then, boy, for real. I really start working. But until then, bill gotta get paid, everything gotta get done around this motherfucker, you know? Because if I don't do it, nobody else gonna do it. But back to the story. WHOP went to the casino, hit for $100,000, bro. Fuck around and went got him a Benz, like a 97, 98 Benz, 4-door, all blue, had some nice rims on that thing, boy. I remember this shit like it was yesterday, you heard me? But now, during this time, the Fed been watching us, right? We know the Fed been watching us. We know this. Cause I'm gonna tell you one thing. It was this one time, bro. I was leaving from out the Magnolia. And I was going to the 17th wall, right? And I was riding. I had my burn, I had my thing with me, you know what I'm saying? I'm in an all-white Grand Am with no tents on that motherfucker, bro. That white Grand Am got shot at on Magnolia, had got a couple bullet holes up in there, you hear me? But this here the thing. I'm riding up Magnolia, right? I hit Washington. I go to the 17th wall. I pass Cajun Seafood up, right? Now I'm going toward Earhart. You know, you got to go to the 17th wall. You can go different ways, but I went Earhart way. Earhart Boulevard, right? I go up Earhart. I go to Carrollton Avenue, right? I go pick up what I'm supposed to pick up. I come back from out the 17th with 5 bundles of heroin. No lie, 5 bundles of heroin, right? But as I'm leaving from the 17th wall, I know this because I'm the type, I be observing everything, right? And motherfucker always taught me that wherever you go at, watch a review window because you never know who might be filing you or whatever. You know, you just got to be on top of the game, you know what I'm saying? You just got to be on top of yourself. So, as I pick up what I'm supposed to pick up, I get right there at Carrollton in Louisiana, like passing Xavier University up, right? And I noticed that this car was following me. No doubt there's a police car because there's a Taurus, there's a Ford Taurus, bro. I can't forget it. A burgundy Ford Taurus, bro. Now, everybody know that McNeil used to ride in the Taurus, Burgundy, in the 17 walk, but this was a McNeil right here. It had to be the FEDS, bro. No lie, it had to be the FEDS. But they let me come on through, though. I know that when I got to Washington Avenue, when I got to Broad, right there where Cajun, they going back toward the project, I know that they called and turned off, but I know it was the police. My gut feeling was telling me it was the police, because I had a blunt party in the project, right? I had a blunt party, an endo party when I turned 17, and I had it on the first floor by Shalita's house. Shalita stayed on the first floor. Timmy grandma stayed on the third floor right there, so we all shared the same hallway, right? And I had a lot of endo. It was an endo party. Like I said, I turned 17, bro. And man, listen, the police fuck around and waited like a week later to come up in there and try to bust us with something, but they ain't get nothing. You know what I'm saying? They ain't getting nothing. The only thing they got was some pictures, bro. And they got some pictures of my birthday, because my baby mama had went and got the film developed from Walgreens. You know, back then we used to take the pictures and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? We ain't had the camera phone, like, you know, not like how it is now. We had them, but it wasn't like upgraded like it is now. But anyway, they let me through though, but they fuck around and come a week after and thought they were gonna get something, bro. And like, yeah, you turned 17 now, this and that. But I already had been catching charges and all that, you know what I'm saying? But back to the WHOP situation, that just was a part of it, right? And the reason why I say that, because I was getting to where the Fed started watching us, right? And when I turned 17, I fuck around, and you know they had a Sprint phone store right there on Chapatula back there, where you could go back there by the little malls and shit back there, right? So, you know, they had Stein Mode and shit back there. So I go back there, give me a phone, you know what I'm saying, when I turned 17, right? But I used to let WHOP use my phone too. But now these people know my name and know all the DB's name anyway. Me not knowing that my phone tapped, because you'll never know that your phone tapped, right? But they took my cell phone, bro, when they busted in old girl's house, talking about it was up under investigation for wire fraud. So during that time, I could never get another cell phone with Sprint, period. Make that long story short, why fuck around and got hit? This what the people do. They try to play mind games and shit, you know what I'm saying? So this what the people do. When they bust WHOP, we ain't know that WHOP had went to jail, because they wouldn't let them make no phone calls or nothing, right? So they seized the bands. We sitting on the porch on 6, on my sister porch, Winola porch, no lie, no cap in my rap, bro. We sitting on Winola porch. And all we see is WHOP band going up Magnolia Street, coming toward the long driveway. We thinking it's just WHOP coming, right? So now when they hit the long driveway, they hitting the horn, bum, 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 bum. But this the catch to it. They got a red and blue light sitting in the front of his dash. So we like, dang. Now we know that 10-wall fat got hit and several other got popped, right? So that was their message, letting us know that we got y'all boy. We got y'all boy. We got big head WHOP. So nigga like, dang, wonder why WHOP ain't been coming around, you know what I'm saying? Like, poop, poop, like, we ain't see WHOP like a day or two during this time, you heard me? So we know my boy Rello, he on the run. Rello on the run, they ain't catching him, you know what I'm saying? But eventually, he had gave himself up after about a month or two. They popped him. He go do his time, you heard me? He come home now. But he wasn't on the charge that they was on. He just was on some shit dealing with juveniles and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, them motherfucker come through the project, dog, with the main bands, bro, hitting the horn. Man, that was some bullshit, you heard me? Like, man, these people play so much dirty game, bro. But, you know, when WHOP hit them $100,000, dog, I don't even think that motherfucker even came broke bread with a motherfucker in a project. That's his money. He wasn't obligated to. But at the same time, you know, we were like family back then. But we all know that Big Head WHOP was a selfish little, short, big head motherfucker too at the same time. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, and you know, you just be up sometime and then you be down. You know what I'm saying? And that was the time when he was up too. I think he probably went to school to little work or something to issue it out or something like that. That was our breakout, but you know, you be looking for a little more, nigga, give you, you know, $2,000-$3,000 or something. You know, we were young. You know, we probably were looking for too much, but a big dog like that hit, you supposed to pop everybody out, but each his own, bro. Everybody ain't the same, you heard me? But that's just a little story that I just wanted to share with y'all, bro, because I'm really just trying to give y'all the game on shit, bro, about life and how life could take dramatic turn, bro. You know what I'm saying? For all these young dudes that out there in the streets, they thinking that it's all gravy, peaches, and cream right now. It is. Until you be facing some shit, bro, that you just can't get yourself out of, bro. You know what I'm saying? I've been in those situations, bro. You know what I'm saying? Trouble is easy to get into, but it's hard to get out of. Gotta remember that everything that you do, you don't just, you do it for yourself, but you hurting your loved one, bro. Especially for the one like us that have kids, bro. You gotta think about you leaving your little ones out here. You know what I'm saying? Who gonna be out here with them? Who gonna take care of them? You know, who gonna be a provider? You know, no man, I know real man won't know another man taking, you know, taking care of your kids, do. But, you know, I salute the men that do. You know what I'm saying? Because if you take the woman on, then you got to take what coming behind it too. Like, you take everything with it. But that just was a little story that I wanted to tell y'all, bro, about Big Head WHOP when he hit that $100,000, bro. You know what I'm saying? And then, you know, WHOP had received like 3 life sentences in prison. I done hollered at him like once or twice. Even when I was in prison, bro had a cell phone, and he reached out to me through Facebook Messenger. And we FaceTime, and he was like, man, send me some poop, poop, poop. But he didn't know that I was locked up. I said, shit, I'm in the same place you at. He like, man, hell nah. So he looking and peeping around like, if, you know, he ain't trying to get caught with his phone or something. So I turned my camera around for him and let him see where I was. He see all the inmates running around and, you know, the racks and shit. I said, man, I've been in this bitch probably about 11 to 12 years during the time when he reached out to me, you heard me? He was like, damn, bro, I ain't know that. But when he didn't know that, I was up. So you got to play certain people for what they play you for. Knowing that, you know, come on, why, bro? You knew a nigga was locked up, bro. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing, but, you know, you got to be a thinker, bro, all the way around the board, you know. Sometimes you got to play a motherfucker how they play you, but it wasn't no issue of sending a nigga nothing like that there. But at the same time, I'm in the same situation you in, both of us in prison. But, yeah, WHOP had received like 3 life sentences, man, you know what I'm saying? And, man, I got some more shit coming for y'all, bro. Man, that Mr. 520 TV podcast, man, y'all know my motto, man. Lay low and play slow like a pro, you hear me? Ooh.
Come here. Show him that stuff. Show him that stuff. You understand?
All that. 520 on the top for these things right here.